What's going on, everybody? This your boy, the Black Kakashi, and I am here to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Star Platinum. I'm here to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Currently, I am going to be ranking the arcs in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I only watch the anime, so I'm not even gonna read the manga. I have no intentions of reading the manga, and if I do, it's only gonna be the previous parts that I've watched to compare the differences. But yeah, this is your first time here. I post gaming and animated video. I said animated anime videos. And if you like what you see, hit the like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff that, people ask in YouTube. But you know me, I really prefer not to say it, but gotta do what you gotta do. So it's like about 5 parts. Yeah. So recently I just finished Stardust Crusaders. I was about to say that. Golden Wind. I recently just finished it because I could not finish watching on a weekly basis after Toonami hit that bullshit I could not keep waiting, so I was like, man, let me finish this shit. That's the only reason why I'm making this video, because I was gonna wait until I finished watching it to do it, but yeah. So number 5 would definitely be Phantom Blood, aka Part 1. Now, in terms of quality and all of the other arcs in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it really is the weakest one out of the bunch, to be honest. It's short but sweet. We get introduced to the story of Jonathan Joestar and Dio Brando. We get the infamous. We introduce the vampires, the stone mask, the history between Jonathan and Dio, and how deep this rivalry goes back, and literally is a pure example of why you should not even skip part 1. You should not skip any parts in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure if you want to know the story. If you want to know the history and all of that, do not skip parts. I really recommend you don't, because that's literally stupid. But because if you're not hooked after the first episode with Dio and the dog, then no, then that's clearly a red flag. Don't even watch it if you're not even gonna stick to watching all of the parts. But yeah. Number 4 would definitely be Golden Wind. Yeah, I know, it's a shocker, but the thing that made me put Golden Wind at number 4 is basically the ending. Like, the ending was so stupid to me, in my honest opinion. Like, the last couple episodes was just stupid. Like, why did they show that? Spoilers, I guess. I'm not gonna spoil the ending. I'm just gonna spoil what led up to the ending. Now, it's a flashback episode. It's a flashback episode, so showing what Bucciarati and the gang were doing before, like literally before Bucciarati was going to investigate what happened to one of his comrades. So, and it was basically telling a story that you can't escape fate. No matter what happens, you can't escape it. And if you try to avoid it, it's just gonna create a bigger impact, and then go back to that same fate. Now, I might put like a little spoiler notification in the video to like skip to a certain part, but I might just say it anyway. One character's death basically impacted everybody else's. So because of that one member trying to stop that fate from happening, a lot more people died. So if that one person had died, more people would have still been alive. Let's just say that. I'll just leave it at that. But Golden Wind is really a great anime. It's a really great part, to be honest. It really is. It has a lot of dope characters, a lot of dope stands, and it really it has one of the best endings ever, bruh. Jodeci freaking you, it still came out of nowhere. It really did. That crap is so funny. It's so funny just hearing it after an intense part. Somebody gets their head chopped off. To be continued. Every time I close my eyes. Come on, bro. That is literally too funny. It's so perfect. It's so perfect and funny at the same time. And I really don't understand how the hell they couldn't get Gangsta's Paradise in this. I really don't. They got Jodeci Freaking You, which is literally came out of nowhere. It literally has nothing to do with the anime, but it literally has nothing to do with the parts. But somehow they got that song and didn't get Gangsta's Paradise. Hopefully the dub, when it gets to the last couple of episodes, hopefully that one episode can change the fate of dubbed over sub. If the dub can get Gangsta's Paradise and the sub couldn't, I am talking big shit. I am not capping. I am going to say dubbed over sub to the day I die. I'm going to be talking that big shit. I really am. If they get Gangsta's Paradise, I'm going to be talking shit. I know there's an edit of it on YouTube, but I'm going to be talking shit no matter what. Like, yeah, that's literally just too funny to me. That English, that the thing that everybody hates the most, but they speak it, got something that they've been wanting for ages, and they couldn't get it. I'll just leave it at that. But Golden Wind, to me, it's an 8.5. It was at a 9, but that ending just ruined everything. Those last 2 episodes ruined everything, and I was like, I gotta take it down a notch and give it an 8.5. But yeah, definitely was not my cup of tea, my nigga. Number 3, battle tendency. I mean, if we just going off of openings, that would be number 1. Battle tendency has one of the best openings out of all of the JoJos, but there's a lot of top tier openings in the JoJo franchise, so can't really say that. But it's literally one of the best openings ever in anime history. One of the best songs, one of the best openings. And the one thing I love about the JoJo openings is that the sound effect openings. I really do love those. That's one thing that separates this openings from everybody else. Yeah, they do the sound effects. Like what you see in the anime, like what you see in the openings in the beginning, it'll literally, it's just basic. But then once, like, you get towards, like, the end, they put sound effects in it. If there's, like, a punch being thrown or somebody's stand being activated and doing something, it literally has the sound effects of that. And I really, really love those. I literally love those openings. Those openings are my favorite openings ever. The sound effect openings. They're literally my favorite ones because I love hearing the sound effects in it. And, you know, it just separates them from the bunch. Now, back to Battle Tendencies, Part 2. We see our boy, Jonathan Joestar. I said Jonathan Joestar. Joseph Joestar. Now, this man is Hall of Fame right here. He pulled up with a blicky. He pulled up with a freaking Tommy gun, bruh. As soon as he saw somebody, he said, fuck all that, and just pulled a Tommy gun out of nowhere and just started busting. Like, that's freaking crazy. And what I love about Joseph is that the fact that he can bullshit his way out of stuff. That's why Joseph is literally the best Joestar out of the bunch. Joseph is the GOAT. Joseph is the best Joestar, but Jotaro is the GOAT. Let's just say that. Like, I always loved how he would hit people with your next line will be, or the next thing you'll say. And they literally fall for it too, bro. Their reactions are so priceless. That's the part that gets me. Like, they literally just say what he just told them. It's so funny, bro. Like, it can't be beat, man. I just love it every time it happens, man. It's just, Joseph. Oh, how you're a goat. But battle tendency to 10 out of 10. Well, not 10 out of 10. If I had to rank them, I would say Phantom Blood is a 7.5 out of 10. Golden Wind is an 8.5. Battle Tendency is a 9. And then Battle Tendency is a 9. Diamond is Unbreakable, 9.5. And then, well, actually, no. Diamond is Unbreakable is a 10 out of 10. And Stardust Crusader is a 9.9. But that's not what we're talking about. But we're actually ranking it. But it doesn't matter. Battle Tendency is... yeah, I know. Something that has to do with Hamon. This is the last time we see Hamon, and I don't think we'll ever see it again. Technically, in Stardust Crusaders, Joseph, while he's using his stand, he says Hamon breeding. I think he said something like that, but I'm not really sure. So, yeah. I don't know why the hell I talk like that. I'm probably just because I'm fucking rambling out the mouth right now. I'm freaking rambling out the mouth. There's saliva starting to come out. But I'm just talking, man. I'm just talking. Just let me be. Let me be. It's just ridiculous, man. Just ridiculous. Battle Tendency, top tier. Definitely one of the best parts. It's definitely, well, it's top 3. So, okay. Number 2 is Diamond is Unbreakable. Now, I know I just gave it a 10 out of 10, but I love Stardust Crusader a lot more. But, anyway, spoiler alert, yeah, number 1 is Stardust Crusader. But anyway, Battle Tendency, Diamond is Unbreakable. Diamond is Unbreakable it's Hall of Famer. It took everything from part 3 and made it 10 times better. Everything in part 3 you see is 10 times better in part 4. Like the character designs are beautiful. This is when we get introduced to new character designs, and from that point on, we just see new character designs of each character every arc, and I really love that. Like each part had a different art style to it, and I really love that. And plus, bruh, the openings, the OST, the endings, all of them are freaking Hall of Fame. All of them. Opening 1, opening 2, opening 3. Every fucking opening in this, every song in this arc is freaking top tier. Like everything about Diamond is Unbreakable is freaking flawless and perfect, which is why part 4 is the best part in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But it's not my number 1. But it literally was a hard debate on putting part 4 over part 3 or part 3 over part 4. It really was a hard debate. They're literally that close. It's not even a game. They're literally that close on my list. I could easily flip these 2 and be satisfied. Like that's how close it is, to be honest. Like all of the characters in this are so freaking well written and so perfect, man. Even the villain, Kita, the hand fetish freak. This man is freaking ridiculous and OP. You wanna know how OP this man is? This man was so OP that he survived 2 order combos. One was Jotaro half injured, and one was a fully healed Jotaro. He survived 2 of those and got clapped by a freaking ambulance. Like he was so powerful that he did not. I'm sorry for spoiling if you haven't watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but he was so OP that he had to get clapped by an ambulance. Everybody got clapped by something. Got clapped by the main protagonist. This man got clapped by a freaking car. Come on now, get out of here, bro. Just Diamond is Unbreakable is just so flawless, man. It really is, man. all the characters, man. Josuke, Okuyasu, Koichi, Jotaro, man, freaking character development in this, man. Seeing Jotaro in part 4 is so freaking beautiful, man. Just how much character development he had, bro. How much he matured, and how much he became a father figure to Koichi, and Koichi became his son. This is if you've heard about that, then part 4 is where all that became, where all that was born. I don't read. I know what happens in part 6 or whatever part it is, Stone Ocean, whatever it is, where Jotaro has a daughter, but but I know Koichi is his son, and let's just leave it at that. Koichi is his son. No cap. You cannot change that, man. But Diamond is Unbreakable is flawless. It really is. It's a flawless part in Jotaro, and it's probably Akira's best work, in my opinion. I mean, I don't read the manga, so I cannot say that, but it's definitely his best from what I've seen. And number 1 is none other than Stardust Crusaders. Stardust Crusaders. Part 3. No brainer. Part 3 is basically my favorite, is because, basically that's where shit hit the fan. That's where shit got really good. And that's when the story got better. I mean, we see the actions of part 1 and part 2 be brought into part 3. The revelations of part 1 and part 2 being brought into part 3 and coming to light, and ending the story of those parts. Well, technically, part 1 and part 2 came together and ended the cycle of part 1. But part 3 ended the cycle of part 1 and part 2 because of the whole vampire thing. Vampire and the Joestar bloodline, and you know what I'm saying. It ended that. Now Jotaro is what we all want to be, a thought slayer. Jotaro is the king of thought slayers. And that's why Koichi is his son. Because Koichi, he's a thought slayer too. We seen that in part 4. When he was with old girl. And all these other broads. He is a thought slayer. He just don't curse them out. But, let's kill that whole S-H-I-T. Act 3 was freaking ridiculous, bro. When he said that. Let's kill that beach. Let's kill that beach. Oh. But Jotaro is the man, bro. He is the GOAT with his Star Platinum, man. One of the most OP stands. Like, he literally has the ability to stop time. Talking about Dio, man. Dio. One of the most infamous memes ever. Stardust Crusaders is the most memed arc in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I say JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure blueprinted everything. Everything you see in part 4 and part 5, and probably so on. Stardust Crusader is the blueprint of all of that. It's literally what all the parts are. But part 4 is a better version of it, as I said earlier. But Stardust Crusader has a great OST too. I love the stands in that. And I just love the crew overall, the Stardust Crusaders crew. One thing that I love is the anthology songs. I've become addicted to the anthology songs, especially Jotaro's song, bruh. Jotaro's song and Abdul's song are so freaking phenomenal. If you don't know the anthology songs, trust me, I didn't know about them either because they weren't in the anime. So how the hell would I know about them? The only reason I knew about them is because of my JoJo's Bizarre Adventure playlist on Spotify that I have when I be listening to music, when I be working out and shit, and when I'm cutting yards and on driving to work. just whenever I'm listening to music. And the songs are freaking phenomenal. Like, they are that good. They are so good that they could easily fit into the anime. Like, that's how good they are. Like, if you don't know the anthology songs, look them up. Type in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anthology songs, or just JoJo anthology songs, and listen to them. I love the Star Platinum song, man. It's so freaking beautiful. It's so perfect, man. And I'm not even in the OS. The openings of Part 3 are freaking great. I love the openings in Part 3, man. Part 4 and Part 3 have the best openings of all time in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Part 2 is the undisputable GOAT. The undisputable GOAT of JoJo openings. But the freaking openings in Part 4 and Part 3 are fucking top tier, man. They are really that good. Like, it's not even a game. Like, I just love all of the openings, man. Especially Stand Proud. I love Stand Proud, bro. That bass and the booming when they're singing, when the artist is singing, it's like Star Platinum is beating the drums and just beating somebody up at the same time. I just love it. I just love hearing that, bro. And just the final song when they get to Egypt, I love that one too. And I love the other song too, man. I love all of those things. The last train home is so emotional, bro. It's so emotional for no reason. It's just so perfect. And now I love that song "Walk Like an Egyptian." It's so funny because that's literally what they had to do just to even get the deal. They literally had to walk because nothing else was working. Plane, train, automobile, nothing. They literally had to walk to get the deal. But man, I love Stardust Crusader, man. Stardust Crusader and Golden Wind. I definitely would say Golden Wind. Stardust Crusader and Diamonds Unbreakable are the two best parts in JoJo. At least until the other parts are animated, that is. But thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you. And I'll see you in the next one. Order that like button.